name's Annette, and you might know me on social media as Nettersplays. Well, today I'm going to talk to you about Feld Fest. Now, Feld Fest is an event that I had at my place where I introduced a whole bunch of my friends to Stefan Feld. Now, Stefan Feld, if you haven't noticed already, is my favorite board game designer. I love the way that he's developed all these games and just used these different types of mechanics. Every game is so different from one another, and they attract just a whole bunch of different types of people. So I wanted to just show all my friends the games that I love and hopefully spark some interest, and hopefully the next time that we meet, we can play these games more often than not. So what inspired me to do this? Now, I was inspired on several different types of occasions. One occasion was when I was talking to one of my friends. We were talking about board game designers and having just a specific day where we can bring all our friends together and just play just games from that specific designer. And so I thought, well, I would love to do that with Stefan Feld because I not only own a lot of his games, I think I own something like 16 of his games, but I wanted to go ahead and just start with my favorite board game designer. And that way I can introduce all my friends to. But I also was inspired by this other event that happened on the other side of the coast of the United States. It was FeldCon. Now, FeldCon was developed by Daniel Newman. You might know him on Twitter. But I spoke with him after seeing all these images of everyone just having a great time, and I just wanting to be there. And it was way too far to travel across the country to. So I asked him, I was like, well, how did you do it? What did you do to gather just all the stuff needed to create such an event? And so after talking with him, I decided that I wanted to hold something here on the West Coast. So I went ahead and did. So I had to prepare for this event. And so what I did was I mainly followed Daniel's blog that he posted on BGG, which I'll go ahead and leave the link down below. But he developed this blog where he kind of outlined the necessary steps in order to make sure that he was on track and developed this event. And so what I did was I kind of followed suit and just made sure that I had like the location set. I made sure that I had the right snacks. I invited people, of course. I had the right games. I also had to get the chairs and tables necessary to hold and have all these people over. So I went ahead and did that. And so it was a major feat that I had to accomplish because I really wanted to do this and I really wanted to make sure that I was on track and that I wasn't just lacking stuff to entertain people, of course. So I wanted to entertain and kind of engage all my friends and make sure that they're having a good time. And so what I thought was it would be fun if I can create a tournament. So everyone could just kind of, keep track of all the games they played, play new games, meet new people, and just have a good time. So, so a cool thing that I did was I created the scorecards so that everyone can get these scorecards, track the game, track the names of everyone playing, and make sure, if they can keep score of who won the game and also like what time they started and ended. So that way I can enter it into a whole scoring system. And the scoring system was pretty much based upon whether you have played the game or not. So if you have never played this particular game, you're going to get points. And another thing too is that if you play with more people, then you're going to get more points than if you play with less people. So it will kind of engage everyone. Make sure that there's big tables of 4 players at least, so that everyone was just meeting each other and just having a good time too. So yeah, after all that, I wanted there to be a prize. So I didn't want to spend too much money, but I also wanted to make sure that my friends had a good time and actually enjoyed themselves and kind of seeked some kind of offering too at the very end of the night, by winning a game if they did really well. So what I did was I spoke with Daniel too again, and he suggested trying Meeple Realty. So I went ahead and called Meeple Realty and spoke with them, and they went ahead and replied back. And they said that they would be more than willing to just offer an insert. So Meeple Realty is a company that creates these different board game inserts for a lot of different games. But one of the major games that they created for is Castles of Burgundy. They also do it for Trajan and Bora. So a lot of the Stefan Feld games they have inserts for. So I went ahead and grabbed the Castles of Burgundy insert from them and offered that to the winner of the tournament. Of course, I added in the game as well, so that way they can get the game as well as the insert. So yeah, I just really wanted to thank Meeple Realty for doing something like that, and that was a great way of just one company that is involved with board gaming can actually help the community and help introduce a lot of gamers to these different games along with, their products too. So I thought that was really neat, and I really want to give a mention of Meeple Realty because it was awesome. They didn't really have to do that, and I thought that was really cool of them. So another thing that I did too was hold a trivia. So I gathered towards the end of the night. I knew people would be a little tired, So I thought it would be really fun if towards the end of the night we could have a trivia, and where I had a whole bunch of different questions, not just on Stefan Feld, but on the different themes of all his games. So I proposed all these different odd facts, that no one would know the answers to, and then applied it to this game called Wits and Wagers. So in Wits and Wagers, if you're not familiar with, it's pretty much that you have all these numerical answers that you're going to give to these specific questions, whether you know it or not, and then you're going to place them all on the table, and then everyone's going to bet on who they think got the right answer. And that's pretty much it. So based on that whole system, that whole game, I applied these different Stefan Feld questions, and it was a riot. Like, a lot of people were having a lot of fun. And I also offered the prize of winning La Isla. If you won the game of, the Stefan Feld trivia, you would win La Isla. And so everyone was really trying hard for that, and that was a lot of fun. It was a lot of laughs too. So it was just another way of engaging and making sure that everyone was having a good time too. So in the end, I just want to give a big major thanks to all my friends for coming over and just making this dream come true. Because pretty much, I just really was amazed at how everyone was just playing all these games that I love, and it was just completely amazing. So thank you all, and also, if you didn't come over and you're watching this, hopefully I inspired you to create an event like this, of not just Stefan Feld, but also these other game designers that you might enjoy, that you love too. And so, if you have any questions or any ideas or concerns, just make sure you leave a comment below. And also, don't forget that you can also follow me on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter. I'm also on Meeples Included. And then you could also follow me on the Instagamers Network. So, yeah, thanks a lot for watching. I'll end this video with all these pictures of all my friends gathering together as well. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye!